Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to the Drill and Delve demo. It's a game about digging a hole, but with a actual narrative about, presumably, kind of corporate overreach and dystopic futurism. And I'm playing as a weird pod man, which is very funny looking, and I kind of love it. It's got that like slight retro futurism to it, while also looking buck wild and kind of stupid in a good way. But I should mention the demo is available on Steam right now, so if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. And what's our new game's name? Weibo. Let's see. Anything else to say? No, not really. I'm a sucker for games where you just run around digging and mining. I mean, Minecraft very much started the trend, though for me, I guess it was Terraria.
It all started with an idea. We're shaping tomorrow, carving the future at every step. Our journey is one of constant exploration, bringing safety and comfort to your home. Each year, we push the boundaries of what's possible, driving humanity toward a brighter future. This is more than progress. This is the beginning of a new story. A story born from those who know mining to its core. We are Drill and Delve.
Hey, ready for this new job?
Yeah, ready to shape tomorrow.
Oh, my hand. Where am I? I don't remember going down the mine. How long was I out? That damn noise. I need to shut it off.
Okay.
Whew, that feels better.
Okay, so we have uranium.
My oxygen level is really low. I should be able to find ice around here to refill it.
Okay, I found a note, but I had the audio turned up too high, so let's try this again.
June 24th, 23:45.
There was an explosion. It knocked me over. Hard. I can't feel my legs anymore. Miner 13's lying a few meters away. He's not moving. I think a rock hit him. Pretty sure he's gone. I don't know what happened. Everything just went white for a second. And the radio's useless. All I can hear is static. My oxygen is running out. The next station's only 25 meters from here. If the gallery hadn't collapsed, maybe I could have crawled there. I don't know. Might not have made it anyway. It's getting cold. I'm scared.
Let's see, what do we have here? Storage. Okay, backpack crates. Let's just take some uranium and ice out, which means now I can get some oxygen before I run out completely.
Okay, that should last for a while. I'll have to dig more up later, though. It won't budge. I'll have to dig.
Okay, we have to just dig this thing out by hand. Oof. Well,
That's
there
better.
we go.
Better than my bare hands, at least. I'll try to find a better one later, but this will do for now.
So one of the things that I really liked about this game, and what sold me on it, or at least playing it... Oh, am I covering some UI? I am. I don't know what A7 means. Oh, it's just distance to this thing. I don't think we need to worry about that. Okay, but Next Fest is going on right now, and if you somehow haven't heard of it, it's a demo festival that happens every... it's like every 4 months, give or take. It happens 3 times a year. Once in February, once in March, and once in October. Or not March. February, June, and October. And it's one of my favorite times of the year because I can suddenly play a bunch of games that I'd normally otherwise have to wait for, or like, you know, get keys for, or time my coverage of, or whatever. No, I can just pick whatever games I want to play and throw them on my hard drive and play which ones that actually catch my fancy, and then leave the rest for later when they actually come out. And it's nice because I can kind of poke at some of the games that I'm excited for that I'm probably going to want to replay again. And put some time into that. This actually is just
My bag is full.
well-balanced game. I turned the sound effects down, but I think I actually turned it down too much. That's impressive. Most games blow my ears out, so I always preemptively turn it down. Give myself some oxygen. Refill my light. Refill my drill. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Can I, like, pick this thing up? No. Well, let's just store stuff in it, at least for the moment. Maybe I can move these things around at a later date. But yeah, so it's been happening since, what was it, 2019? Yeah, it was like fall of 2019 was the first Next Fest. And that was only like 15 demos, and now it's blown out to like a couple thousand, as every developer is just like jumping on the trend. It's one of the easiest ways to gain visibility, though it's definitely dropped in the last X number of years, just in terms of its overall utility. There's just too many demos now, and so like the natural visibility that comes from the Next Fest is kind of gone. Mostly it's the visibility they get from word of mouth spreading as a result of Next Fest, unless you're like a top dog on Next Fest. And Steam's been trying to kind of fix that. Originally it was like rich get richer, you know, whoever's on top stays on top in the Next Fest. And Steam's actually done a good job of just suggesting random garbage. The problem is I don't really want the random garbage. Like, I can't tell you how many random, really shitty looking, and I say that like full offense, shitty looking simulator games. That's like Free Kick Simulator, my cat is cute simulator. Oh, whoa.
What the hell was that?
Okay, we might have another deposit station. Or something here. I don't have that much oxygen, but here's an amount. That fills out, okay, like 21-ish. Yeah, I could refill. Let's pop this open and see what I can do. So we've got another one of these. Might have to run back for the other thing. So we got an ID
Dad
card.
UX 00013, huh? Looks like my ID card. Let's see. Registered in 2331. I've been working for Dad for 14 years, apparently. Huh. Current ranking, 2nd. Oh, damn. I might be really good at this. How dedicated was I to my job? Huh. Anyway. I wonder who's ranked 1st, though.
Let's see. Doesn't look like there's too much else. Oh, can I, like, push this thing around? I can. Okay, well, not against my better judgment, but we're actually going to run back to the other one. Gravity's going to do a whoopsie-doopsie. We just want to go grab the resources from that other storage crate at the very beginning. I was kind of hoping they would link inventories, but they don't. Poor dude. Okay, grab everything and run back. So, my problem once again with the Next Fest is that filtering the garbage out has become a lot harder. At least in the initial couple of days. I think eventually the Steam algorithm actually properly kicks in, and they start only promoting games that like you're actually interested in that are ranking higher. And so it is one of those where there's kind of like the playing field starts even, becomes less even over time. Which in and of itself is kind of fair, because it's like, okay, instead of, you know, pushing people to interact with demos that they clearly don't want, let's try and actually start promoting things that are good. And I think that's a good way of handling things. And nothing in here. Just because it gives everybody a chance, but doesn't, like, give anybody too much of one, if that makes sense. So it's not like, hey, that, you know, my cat simulator is AI-generated garbage and barely playable, and crashes immediately. Like, it seems not going to keep pushing that, even though nobody is playing that demo for longer than a couple of minutes. And even then, why would anybody play that in the first place? But, so for me, it's so difficult sorting through the next fest now that I, like, actively didn't do it. Last fall, it was last October, and this is kind of because of two factors, but I straight up just didn't participate in the next fest at all. It just wasn't of interest to me. There was almost nothing I cared to cover there, and so I just didn't bother. It wasn't worth my time. And I felt bad because, like, the next fest is a great way to try new games, but every single game that was in that next fest I'd either already covered, or everything that I was interested in I had already covered, and so there was no real reason to put the time and effort in that next fest. Plus, Ball X Pit had just come out, and I was really excited for that. I should go back and finish the new update, because I actually haven't touched that yet. I was busy. But so, this next fest I'm not nearly as busy. There were some games that I could have done series on, that I still kind of maybe want to go back for, but none that I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna be seriously sad if I don't, like, do a series on it, which has given me plenty of time to come back and poke at the next fest, and see what I can do. Let's see.
Was that an explosion? Oh, I need to get out of here quickly, before the whole mine collapses on me.
Grab these. Yeah, let's go back and restock. Oh, there's some ice. I haven't exactly been thorough at grabbing the resources. Now, actually, we kind of have enough. Okay, so we're out, can't put more in. I don't know, one or the other. Why'd that door close on me? It's weird. Okay. Deposit more. Here's the question. Can I actually push this out the door? Or I can. Oh, what's this? Nothing. Okay. I can push it out the door for easy access. Is this a good use of my time? I have no idea. But I guess there's plenty of resources for me to grab, kind of in this mix. Hopefully we get upgrades at some point, just so I'm not only sustaining myself here. Let's see. But yeah, so this season, this next fest, I've definitely been a lot more, like, actively trying to cover good demos, just because. Neat stuff to record, it's fun, there's some really good games here. This one included. But one of the things that I struggle with is I do not like AI generated anything. It's just not something, it's not a practice I want to support. I think it looks like shit, it sounds like shit, and the ethics and environmental concerns just absolutely disqualify it in my eyes. And the problem is there's enough games out there that are, like, sneaky about it. They don't disclose it, they don't, you know, it's not maybe the most obvious, they get an artist to paint over it. It's frustrating and not all that pleasant having to sort through all of these games that are, I mean, more or less using the theft machine to replace artists or creatives or some part of the game development process that originally had been. I really wish there was a way I could just pick something up. Is there? Can I check? Is there a button for just lift? No. I mean, worst comes to worst, I just leave it here. Because I can kind of keep ramming it. Maybe get it up that hole. Well, I got it. There we go. I just had to make it a sufficient trench. Luckily, there was enough resources here that it wasn't a problem. Okay, grab these. And so one of the things that this game did that immediately put it... Ooh, this is full. It's fine. One of the things that this game did that immediately put it on my radar was at the very end of the Steam description at the very bottom, it was like, hey, no AI, and no microtransactions. The microtransactions thing I actually don't care about as much. weirdly, I should. You know, microtransactions, well, apparently were pioneered by extremely bad people. If you've been paying attention to, I don't know how much I want to talk about, like, the Epstein files or whatever, but finding out that, like, hey, a lot of the really worst, like, the worst and most predatory monetization practices that AAA games have been implementing were literally a result of conversations with that guy, is kind of weird and uncomfortable. And so, to some degree, culturally, I kind of think we need to open those files.
One more bar on my radio. I'm getting closer to the surface.
Open those files as wide as possible. One, to arrest literally everyone implicated in them, but then also to find out all the different horrible things that people pioneered as a result of those conversations, and to excise them from society, if that makes sense. Microtransactions kind of sort of included. And I get it, like, microtransactions are pretty mild. It's a way of sustaining game development, and I don't begrudge them that much. Just because, you know, if a developer wants to throw in, like, a cosmetic DLC, I'm not going to complain. If they want to throw in an expansion in, I am all there. I actually love expansions. Oh, right, radio.
Yeah, one bar might not be enough. I need to get closer to the surface.
Okay. Hopefully this will have a little bit more. We're a little low on ice, which I should grab more of. So what's this guy have?
June 6th, 23:45.
We finally managed to calibrate the radar to the base station's waves. Miners will now be able to find their way around much more easily. It only has a range of 125 meters, but we're already working on improving the detection distance. We also realized that it detected waves from the AGB prototypes when a colleague was working on them right next door. We'll have to warn the miners not to follow the wrong signal, or they could end up finding cool inventions we haven't released yet.
Okay, that's interesting. So we can potentially use that little radar thing to find blueprints and upgrades and whatnot. Okay, do we have anything in here? An oxygen recharge.
Oh, a recharge? It's almost empty already. And fading by the minute. I should use it right now before it's too late.
Okay, the oxygen recharges are not much. Cat. Speaking of AI-generated stuff, ooh, flashlight recharge. I mean, minor consumable at best. What is this one? It looks like it's whatever. But there was one game, I don't remember the name of it, but I remember somebody was credibly accusing them of AI-generated the cat photos that they put into the game, and it's like, what a wasted opportunity. You know, put your own dang cats in, or at least get your community to provide cats for your game. Let's see. Okay, flashlight recharge. I'm not really seeing much else in here. It's like minor bits at best. But, oh well. But so this game specifically, it had, yeah, that little disclosure at the bottom. Slink cat. Radius. Oh, so does this increase my radius and battery?
Well, that's new.
Or S-Link.
I don't know what it is. Okay, I'll sync it, I guess.
Okay, let's finish looting this place first. Not that there's really anything to loot. Okay, so this is telling me where points of interest are to potentially go find. So this is telling me about that one. There's that there, there's that there. So actually we have quite a couple. It does have a limited amount of battery though. That's fun. I like little references like that. Let's see, so what are we gonna do here? So the main problem is I don't actually think I have a storage locker, which makes some of this a little trickier. Because I'd like to be able to store my resources somewhere. Okay. So let's go back for this one. Unless... grab that. I'm just going to leave the remaining resources until I have some way to bank them. Not really worth my effort. So is this the one I was telling me about? No. Yes? So I think that's it. Okay. These each the refill stations that I've been to. Maybe. It's really hard to tell. Because I think what I want to do is quickly go back to each and every one of these POIs real quick. Because yeah, we've got 120 meters out that direction. This one's only 46. And gives me some oxygen. Yeah, sure. Like, 46 meters is still a fair ways out, but hopefully we're not going to be futzing with gravity, and it seems like there's a decent amount of resources between here and there. And I was smart enough to clear out my storage bin nearby.
I can't carry anything else.
Okay, grab these. I guess fill that out. And then store the rest. Because this way I can pick up some more stuff while we're here. Hopefully there's meaningful upgrades that I can get somewhere. Okay, 39 meters. Yep. Yep. So there is a series of gates. Just buried a little further in. I think I might have missed. Yeah, I missed by a smidge. Not that it really matters. Okay, so we've got another one of these yelling at me. Unfortunately, it might just be another refinery station. I was hoping for a little bit more than this, but hey. Each of these semi-hidden little locations has got to have something in it. I'm going the right way, right? I have no idea. 11 meters that way.
My bag is full.
Yeah, let's just follow this, even if gravity's doing a funky in the process. Okay. This... oh, here it is. Okay, so what is anything? So this is super buried. Fair enough. Well, I've got enough inventory space. I'm gonna clear out the gate just a little bit. But yeah, so one of the biggest selling points for me recently on anything is just the fact that it's been made by actual people, as opposed to people being the hitting the I made this button. Because I don't know. I mean, apart from just not wanting to cover it, it just makes my life so much easier. Because it's not uncommon that I load up a game, I'm like poking at it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of neat. But something feels off about it. Oh, that's why. It always just feels kind of like a betrayal, especially if it's like a studio that I know. Or have covered their games in the past, because it's just kind of like, you know, I expected better of you, question mark. Okay, Okay, there's a lot of resources. We might just literally have to leave an amount of these on the ground. And so be it. But so, super complimentarily, I love the fact that they had that little disclaimer there because it made the decision to cover this demo and eventually this game, because I'm actually really enjoying this as much as I'm just digging at a hole constantly. You know, my decision to cover this game is so much easier as a result. And sure, somebody could lie, but I feel like most people are smart enough to try not to lie about these things. Lie by omission, maybe, but never lie up front because, oh boy, you can get in some probably deep shit with a lot of people by lying about these things. Okay, so this is the infirmary. Like, I think no matter what your stances are on various things, AI use or not, I think lying about it is one of those that instantly would probably get you on most people's shit list. Okay, grab a free flashlight charge. Unfortunately, a lot of those don't really do much. They're just kind of bonus spare resources. But hey, I'll take those. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if any of these have anything interesting in them. Oxygen tank.
I'll take it.
Oh, did that increase? No, it just put me at max recharge. Dang. I actually kind of wish the little batteries instead of, oh, that's the way I came in. Oh, here it is. Beacon.
What is that thing?
Place a beacon.
I'm guessing it'll appear on my S-Link.
So this way I can set a...
one somewhere.
I can set like a waypoint. Okay. So that's the only one I can put down, but it lets me tell where the infirmary is. Neat. Grab some more. This is kind of a rough pull. Hopefully there's some kind of paver that I can get at some point that lets me control. Oh, that's why this was super wonky earlier. It's because you straight up do a 180. Okay, I'll just clear this out. I actually think this is kind of incredible. Like, obviously, I'm still sitting around just digging hole. But I liked a game about digging a hole. I thought it was interesting. I thought it's kind of gotcha ending to be charming, if a little bland. Okay, so what do we have? So we've got that there. Yeah, let's just go back to that one. Yeah, main problem is I have no easy way of dealing with any of these resources. I have no current use for them apart from recharging my meters. What I'm hoping for is some place where I can actually upgrade them, and I feel like I probably am barking up the wrong tree for that. But hey, whatever. We'll find something somewhere here. Because yeah, upgrades, incremental upgrades are very much what make this genre feel really good, and we just need to find them. There we go. And yeah, keep pushing at the gates. At least we've kind of gone post-scarcity at this point, because I have more resources than I know what to do with. And as long as I keep a supply of them around. Oh right, what I was going to say for those batteries that we were finding, instead of recharges, I actually wish they were just increasing my capacity by like 1, 2, 5, 10. You know, maybe even have various sizes for them. Maybe that's going to be an upgrade thing. But I think it would feel so much more satisfying if this was actually a light collectathon, rather than just a resource grind, presumably. Because this is slow enough that I'm betting there's got to be upgrades to improve the drill. Oh, here we go. What is this? Okay. Gotta be careful because it seems like this is a bridge and I don't want to fall into the void. Go here. Yeah, I don't know what the Shazam is going to do. It looks like there's something there. A couple of somethings here. So this is probably another gateway. Yeah. They'll clear it out. Even though not much I can do with that there. Yeah, seems like that's heckin' dark. Maybe there's stuff I can do with it later. I want to get over there. That seems doable. M tool. Oh, so this increases my power on my battery.
That should help me dig faster.
But not my
and
reach.
leave this place sooner. I miss the sun already.
Couple of beacons. Sick. That was a little spooky. I have no idea what happens if you fall into the pit, and I'm terrified to find out. That seems like a 0G trap with probably a bunch of dead people in it. So let's not go there. Okay. So we've increased my drilling power, not my speed. Okay, so what do we have? We got that there, 90 meters. Well, it could be doable. Got anything else? I mean, barring everything, this is good. Enough? Okay, where are you headed, sir? Or is this not one of the ones with the connecting cables? It might not be. I might have to climb. Okay, no. We do actually have a gateway here. And yeah, that extra digging speed really does make a difference. It does feel like the drill's slightly in my way, but it's fine. Grab those. Let's go back and recharge before I go too far. Feels like there might be something there, but I'm... Oh no, that's just the void. Yeah, we want to stay away from the void. So maybe the resources are just to sustain my various batteries and nothing more. I mean, if so, so be it. I did say I wanted this to be a collectathon. Don't like that much. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. As long as this doesn't fling me into hell. I do look forward to getting the next drill upgrade. One of the next drill upgrades. Anything that improves my reach is going to be much appreciated. Okay, and I can always run back if I need to, because it seems like they have a bunch of these recharge stations pretty close together. Yeah, what was I going to say? I like a game about digging a hole. I thought it was kind of an amusing thing, and...
No more room for that.
It was an amusing premise, and the execution was charming, and it never outstayed its welcome. But I kind of have felt like there's room for a actually fully featured version of it that goes a lot deeper and a lot harder mechanically. And it's kind of feeling like that's this. Okay. We don't really need to grab all these resources. Okay, push at some of these. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. I do hope that I can increase my oxygen capacity at some point. There we go. Just so I can fill this out a little better. Okay, so what is this, and where does this take me? Seems like this might be an exit, some kind of transportation platform, at best. There's another beacon at the very least. Oh, well. Did not realize those were all physics objects.
A better flashlight. Now I can see better.
Oh, sick.
No, I still have no idea where I'm going.
That flashlight upgrade is massive. Okay, let's take a look around. So we got a refill station. Okay. Yep, there's more. This place is labyrinthine. But I kind of appreciate that. Yeah, so each of these locations probably has some kind of upgrade. Meaningful or meaningless, I don't know. Okay, big problem. I'm not seeing any of the grav gates.
Huh. Well, what's that marker on my radar? I should go check it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna need oxygen. Gonna need those. Actually, I don't need nearly as much green. Blue is good. But what I really need is purple. Okay, so we do actually have another one of these. My main issue is I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get back out of here.
No more room for that.
Well, there was a resource rock there. It fell. Okay. So it's those two. There's a lot down here. So, this is where I came from. So, this is kind of my one thing I'm a little scared about. Luckily, this planet seems to be it is traversable. Okay. I want to double check before I went too far. This is why we've got beacons. And I'm just going to restock while I'm here. Grab the other carbonite. I've got a bunch of uranium. So I don't need as much. So I think what I'm going to do is just go down. We'll use one of the beacons to mark the ascent, because as long as I can climb up this, it doesn't really matter if I've left those gateways behind. I'll just have to remember to pick this one up later. Oh. Well, okay. Feedback for dev, please make it so beacon.
No more room for that.
Please make it so beacon, like, sticks into ground. That's only vaguely helpful. Okay. Yeah, what I want to do is find the unknown. Because we have this. I don't know. I guess the best thing I can do is just go straight. Luckily, there's so many resources that we will never run out. No, okay, here we go. This is legitimately worrying. I want to go find cool secrets, but it is a little rough not having a single one of those connecting gateways to do so. Okay. And then also to have gravity just, like, flipping itself constantly. Okay, I'm going the right direction. We seem to have plenty of supplies. I might be near one of the... Oh, boy. Maybe this is what happens when you go off the beaten path. Yeah, we're in a null gravity field. Okay. Right direction? Right direction. 22 meters. It does not like what I'm doing. I don't even know what that noise means. Oh. That's why this has turned into a nightmare.
It's a complete mess. I can't use it. I should leave this place.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, this is the hole?
My bag is full.
Okay, there we go. Well, that was a quick ascent, but also terrifying. Okay. Yeah, unknown. I don't like this place. I think I'm gonna grab this beacon. We're just going back up. I think for my own sanity's sake, we are just going to go back and only go down each of the marked gateways as opposed to going too far off script. There's cool stuff we've already found, and I'm glad we did, but that was terrifying. Actually. Like, I'm not even going to exaggerate there. Going down that direction was deeply uncomfortable. And there's a lot of stuff around. Well, should I refill? Definitely not on those. These, I should probably grab a stack of. Because, yeah, having at least 2 of everything. Oh. Oh. The beacons take up inventory space. Hey, devs, please don't do that. Don't make me, like, have to choose between beacons and items, because I'm just gonna dump all the beacons in a hole. I mean, it's probably fine, but it's still going to push players to do weird things. And maybe not engage with certain mechanics well. Yeah, so we have that over there, but I don't trust it, and I have no idea what happens when you fall down. It's apparently not as bad as I would have thought. But still not worth it. Okay, so here, this is the infirmary. Did we have any other paths that were kind of nearby? No. And another beacon that now fills up my inventory space, which is annoying. I think I'm going to go back to that one central area and just dump most of them. I'll keep one beacon on hand, but here, not so much so. So do we have anything else? I'm seeing some others within range, but I still think it's better to head to the nearest junction instead of trying to cut through. We saw what happened when we went off the beaten path. Bad things happened. But yeah, this is effectively using a lot of the things that made a game about digging a hole cool, but it's more freeform. You're already in the hole. Gravity is a suggestion, you can kind of go anywhere and do places. So just kind of... I wonder if you can actually get these gateways loose. Probably not. Not that I really want to. Let's move that around. Just open that up. Yeah, perfect. The one problem about this is we do not have a storage crate here. Oh, it's fine. I don't need a storage crate where I'm going. Okay. There we go. Now I actually have some inventory space. Well, all things considered, go down this direction. Seems like we've got another thing that direction, a couple of things out there, and then all my beacons. So yeah, let's just go this way. Because this is safe and reasonable and easy to explore. And yeah, it does have that collectathon element that I was looking for. Hopefully we do get things that increase my my various capacities, just because that's going to make me a lot braver. If I have more oxygen that I can... Oh boy. You know what, that's probably fine. Huh. Okay, here we go. If I have more oxygen storage, I won't be nearly as skittish about going further out. Because then I know I can just get straight back. Probably. Go from here. And yeah, it'll also be a lot easier once we have really good drill. And if there's like a jetpack or something, oh, that's going to be nice. I don't know. I'm actually excited to see what kind of cool tech we might be able to find. I think the one thing I'd say for the beacons is, if anything, get rid of the beacons entirely. Have players be able to build them. Let me spend, you know, a carbonite or a uranium to put a beacon down anywhere. And then I can just deconstruct it to get that resource back or something. One thing I've always wanted in these games specifically is the ability to build, you know, some structures. It doesn't need to be much. But, you know, if I could put like a oxygen line along these, like literally upgrade these kind of railways, to like just give me a small amount of resource gain, kind of like the Astroneer tethers, so I can kind of eventually have everything hooked together. Okay, so this is the drill warehouse. Well, that'll give me M-Tool 2.
I already have a better one.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping it would just give me another upgrade. Because this is the canonical place where you're supposed to find it first. I just decided to go backwards and start looking around. Another beacon. I might honestly have to just decide not to grab them in the future. I still feel like the batteries would be so much more exciting feeling if they were increasing my maximum capacity. And for the, like, I already have a better one. It'd be nice if that at least gave me, like, a small boost. You know, a little bit of battery capacity or something. That way duplicates don't feel bad. I mean, they don't feel that bad. And maybe this game literally does not need this degree of incrementalism that you really can just get by without. I'm going towards something, right? Yeah. Only 65 meters away, too. So I'll pick up some ice, because we're going to need it anyway. Let's see. But yeah, small upgrades would be lovely, especially if I could like, if I could have like lines and like change the colors of cables, put like little signs on some of these stations. Do you have cables? No. So this might be off the beaten path at this point. Refuel station over there, but we've got something out this direction. Or maybe this is the way. Huh. Okay. I mean, seeing as we have this here, yeah. Figured there'd just be a connection point. Might as well just make it big.
My bag is full.
Okay, this is a little twisted. Okay, so where are we now? Refectory. Oh, refectory. It's not a word you hear often. Polaroids.
I think I remember those pictures. I had a great team at that mine, but I lost contact with everyone over the years. That was a while ago, though.
You can turn the flashlight off for some reason. Oh gosh. Well, what killed you? They're holding a plunger. Oh. Like, the people being dead in the mine or in the grav trap makes sense. It's a little weird.
I think mine's better.
Oh, did we actually improve my oxygen tank? Oh, capacity for... Oh. Okay, so we have been increasing that. It's just the 100 is just 100%. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I got something here, and then another unknown. Which is usually a bad sign. Oh. No, we haven't done this one yet. Okay. Where do these lead? Well, it's an elevator. Oh, are we here? Is it this again?
What is this miner wearing? His boots look different from mine. It won't budge. I'll have to dig.
Anti-grav boots.
Another new thing. I really don't understand what's going on here.
June 24, 23:45.
What a mess. Yesterday, I was digging around minding my own business when an admin came up to me and told me everything. I know absolutely everything. This morning, I went to get those boots that let me walk on walls. They're super trippy, I love them. It was clearly a genius idea because since the explosion, several base stations have been completely destroyed. Without these boots, I wouldn't be able to go very far. The only downside is I feel like everyone is dead, and I'm the only survivor. I gotta get out of here quickly and tell the whole world what happened. Might even make a couple bucks and end up on TV. Oh, crap. My oxygen's low. I'll have to take care of that first.
Oh, great. You know everything, and I'm completely lost. Both figuratively and literally. Well, those boots you mentioned sure sound handy, though.
Okay, well that's toast. At least we don't have to worry about this anymore. Okay. Mostly. I'm gonna take that elevator down. So I think we've cleared that properly. Guess let's go here. Okay, so we do have to worry about resources. I've been there, have not been that direction. But I think I might need the boots for that. Well, That's another thing that I have to charge or keep charged. Anything here? No. A refill station. Unfortunately, this whole place is getting a little murky. This is where I came from, right? No. It feels like it is. Oh, it's here. This is where I was. Just want to refill on oxygen before I become like the previous owner of these boots. I could just start digging into walls. That is also an option.
I can't carry anything else.
So I'm carrying a okay, we have some oxygen. Perfect. And maybe what I should do is actually start using some of these to like delineate useful or meaningful spots. But I don't know. Okay. I'm really curious how many more locations I have not found yet. Okay, that should be good enough. So let's figure it out. Refill station. Okay, it's this one. Well, if the gravity freaks out on me, or no, we get a convenient tunnel actually. That's usually a good sign if you've got a convenient tunnel just leading to the location. I'm not seeing any gateways, but maybe we don't need them. I think that's the thing though, I really wish I could make those. That being able to intentionally choose... Okay, a little turned around. It's not an ice cream. Oh, no. Well, let's find out. Yeah. This is the one I'm supposed to be going for, right? Yeah. I've thrown all sense of direction to the wind. Yep. There's the resources I mined. They fell down the hole. Let's see. A little bit more oxygen. Figured out. It's right there. Perfect. But yeah, if I could actually build like guidelines or pathways or something like that, or even stabilize gravity in one direction, just to make navigating that much easier, would be huge. But maybe the confusion is just kind of natural and something I just have to contend with. Okay, it's 15 meters here. Okay. This one is super buried. As is the whole station that it's attached to. Question. Can I see my beacons far away? No. I can see some of them, but only if they're within reach. It would be nice if beacons actually had a little bit more oomph to them. Is what it is. I'm surprised this demo's just been going this long. Uh-oh. When the building is broken, that usually means there isn't much to do here. Am I inside this building proper? Or whatever was left of it. Seems like it. Journal.
June 19th, 23:45.
I'll have to check on A8 after lunch. I've been told that Category 4 drills have been disappearing recently. Those miners are out of control. I'm getting tired of them. At this rate, we won't have time to reach the boss's quota. We're leaving in 5 days.
A8, huh? Those drills could help. I should go check it out.
Okay. A12. Something there. BS. BS. Yeah, if there was like a map or something that I could fully rely on. There's my 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Refill station. Yeah, problem is mostly just I have no idea where A8 would even be. Okay, grab those. Stock up on a couple of things, though we will be getting more. Where's the red? There. The main problem at this point is I am so far off the beaten path that I don't even know if there is a beaten path to some of these locations. And so that puts me in a position where I'm kind of just going in a direction. Oh. And aimlessly wandering. And maybe that's okay. Yeah, nothing on the radio. Alright, well, I think I'm going to leave us here. I really like this game. I think it's extremely cool. It very much evokes everything I like about a game about digging a hole. However, it's doing that really nice kind of post-disaster survival feeling.
Two bars on the radio.
Making good progress.
I know. Static. I just wanted to be sure.
Let's see, am I still going the right way? Mostly. Yeah, BS 010, BS 09. So it seems like there is kind of a naming convention that if I learned it, I'd be able to explore this better. But still, I think I should probably actually call it here. It's getting a little late for me, and the video has been going on more than long enough. But I can safely say this is a banger. It's a quiet banger. It's not one of those games that's like really going to excite. I don't think it's going to quite hit that same level of like crazy potential that, say, a game about digging a hole fit, just because that had that really nice incrementalism to it. This, we have tons of resources, but the only thing we can spend them on, it's effectively food. We just have 5 or 6 different hunger bars instead. And that's fine. I think it works. I think a more fully featured version of this would be incredible. Mostly from the perspective of I would love to be able to just do a little bit of building. I think just even so much as painting lines or building walkways or something that I can reliably follow would be extremely helpful. Just because at this point I'm full lost. If I wanted to get back to the start, I think at this point I'd just dig straight there, if I can even find it. Okay. Definitely need to find some more stuff, but at least we can get
A bigger backpack.
a bigger
I won't
backpack.
say no to that.
That's nice. Oh, we have another elevator. That's interesting. 09, 08. So yeah, it seems like following these beacons is taking me to... Oh. That's interesting. I think gravity might switch. Well, that's fun. So that would take me to BSI 07. Fascinating. I do really like the fact that this is playing with gravity. I think that's extremely cool in such a unique and novel way, and one that I look forward to seeing more of. I think I'd probably go back and mess around in the A levels for a little while. It's just a matter of like, oh gosh, how do I even get back there? I mean, I walk, I suppose. If there's some level of like fast travel that you can maybe unlock or something like that, I don't know. I don't know if there's an easy way of doing it though. Without kind of giving the game away, because then you just follow whatever the fast travel is, like identify, oh, that's the elevator, dig up, dig down. Anyway, I am thoroughly impressed with what this is, and look forward to playing more of it, eventually. But I guess before I go, I should mention that Drill and Delve is available on Steam in demo form right now. I do not know how far it goes, but it seems like a possibly beefy demo. I would have expected this would end at some point here, but hasn't yet, and that's impressive. So yeah, if you want to pick it up, play it yourselves, drill a little further, find some other stuff, see if you can find those A4 drills, you know the drill. Then follow the link in the description below and give it a shot yourselves. But I guess with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.